Good evening, good morning, and good night. Welcome to Inappropriate Radio. It's your host, Tasha. Let's get into this. So, hi guys. No alien talk, no periodic table talk this evening. I'm gonna start by saying this is my second time recording this message. I don't know what that was about. It literally didn't upload. It just disappeared as if I didn't even record. And now, the enemies of your enemies are not your friends. Okay? We hear this all the time. And it's true. Okay? If the connection is not from the creator, we spoke about this, all right? We already talked about this. But with so many different energies going on, so many different entities, more than energies, right? Coming in through people who don't even know that they are being used, it's important that you stay in connections that the creator is guiding you towards, simply because you don't want to activate portals that don't need to be open. And then think about this. It's low vibrational to connect with people that you have a common enemy with. For several reasons, right? We can think of many reasons why. But with the main one being, because of the toxicity, now the connection that you are building with this person becomes toxic also. So you have to think, if you step into a threshold, right, that you share with the person that is low vibrational, you are now expanding that energy. You are allowing this energy to grow. I don't have to tell you how toxic that is, right? This message actually came through about almost 2 weeks ago. It wasn't with that cluster of downloads that I had got, but it came around that same time. And today I got the confirmation to record this segment because I was looking at something earlier and then that had came up. So it's important for you to understand that your connections need to keep you in a higher vibration. You don't need to connect yourself with people that are at odds with the people you are at odds with. It creates a cord that is just unhealthy. There are, however, relationships that can be used to mend other relationships depending on the gravity of them. Mainly these are blood relationships or relationships that connect people that are already connected in the spirit realm, that connects them here. So, and we've gone over this, right? The difference between the ancestors, angels, and spirit guides. And this is mainly like our spirit guides, so descendants of spirit guides. I'll use an example. So let's just say you have a person. Okay, no, I'm going to use the Kendrick Lamar analogy. His dad worked at a fast food restaurant, and the person who signed him later in life was robbing the restaurant that Kendrick Lamar's dad was working at, and he did not rob him simply because he liked him, right? However the story goes. Now, just like Kendrick said, imagine if he had killed his father, right? Now, he would be dead. The dad would be dead. Kendrick wouldn't have a father. TDE would have never happened. And then neither one of them would have been in the positions that the creator had created for them, right? These energies, these enemies that people make out of one another, it's an entity. It's an energy. It doesn't have to thrive. We allow these energies to thrive, okay? It's important for you to understand that when you connect yourself with people, that they are helping you build qualities that will assist you with moving closer to your purpose, closer to your destiny. Of course, we meet people where we learn hard life lessons. They are too a part of that, okay? They are too a part of the overall concept of us, of who we are being led to be. It's one of those characteristics that you need. It doesn't even have to be, like a physical relationship. Any friendship, any workship, your neighbors, whatever. You learn how to deal with a certain energy because it's preparing you for the next level of where you're going. So, in this instance, many of us are, especially if you are on a spiritual journey, you have been closing portals, right? These portals come with people. So because you're going to be opening new portals, it's going to be new people coming in. And you have to be able to decipher between those that are God sent, those that are going to keep you earthbound, those that are demonic, those that are not even real people. They're literally just demons and entities who are powerful enough to take physical form. Like, all of this stuff is contingent upon your ability to understand warfare, okay? And the higher level of warfare you understand, the greater the attacks will become, right? Your awareness is what makes the difference. But all in all, you already know, new levels, new devils, right? We talk about that all the time. The more you advance, the more you're gonna have to accomplish defeating new things that are coming at you to take you down. Why would you want to join forces with something that is opposing you, something that is connected to your opposition? It doesn't matter if they don't like them or not. I don't have to tell you that once you get through a certain threshold, their energy and their disdain for that person can be switched around on you. I don't have to tell you that, right? But why connect yourself to something that has nothing to do with what you're into? It doesn't matter if they're opposing that thing as well. It's still a low vibration you are consciously attaching yourself to. It's actually a common tactic, right? In war, not always spiritual warfare, but in any type of war, to join forces with energies that you also may have beef with. But when you think about this, it is witchcraft, okay? Because of the opening of this threshold, I don't have to tell you, this is creating karma. You start taking on karma of that other person. Okay? So if you allow yourself to get into a space where you are indeed connecting yourself to energies that are connected to low vibrations of yours, you have to understand what you're opening yourself up to. I hope that makes sense. If you agree to go in to partnerships that are in relation to things that are low vibrational for you, then you are allowing yourself to be subject to things that have nothing to do with the Creator. So it's not to say that you won't have protection from those things, but if you walk through a threshold of the sort, be prepared for energies that are foreign to your energetic field, because you're interacting with something that the Creator probably otherwise wouldn't even have you into. You put yourself there, basically, in little words. I don't have any advice from the creator for that because we're hard-headed, right? We get really disobedient, and sometimes we just do what we want to do. We go against things that we absolutely know we should not be going against. And when you do that, you have to understand that the creator didn't give you clearance for that. Yes, he wrote it and he knew, but you are going against time. Okay? Partnerships have clocks on them. Our relationships have clocks. You see some people, they get together for a lifetime, and then you get some people that you have for a season, right? We know that reason, season, lifetime. But this doesn't mean you have to adjust to be in a particular, space. And that's a whole nother thing. You start losing sight because now you are getting different perspectives of yourself. You're awakening that's not supposed to be going on in this timeline. I mean, this is the things we do to ourselves. Now, sometimes people are under demonic possession, right? And they make decisions that, is not really them. It's the spirit that's controlling them. That's something different. The creator will, work with that. But when you have spiritual gifts, you know when you are under attack. You know when it's you. You know when it's an entity. You know when it's some work being done. And you have to be strong enough to fight off the things. Yes, sometimes the creator will allow certain attacks to go through because there's still room for error that, you can't afford to take into these next, thresholds with you. So he'll allow all of that stuff to go on because you still have some areas that are weak and you want to focus on it and pay attention to it so it doesn't become a problem later. But in this current time, in your current timeline, you need to understand that your relationships are connected to the frequency that you're currently in. And we talked about, people, that are supposed to come with us sometimes having to be separated from us and God isolating them as well. So everyone can be on the same page for later. It depends on what, the purpose, what the journey is. Sometimes children will, bring different energies back together. Sometimes a death, sometimes money. It doesn't matter. So, alright, that was a hint. That was a sign from the universe. But, yeah, in reality, we have to realize that we have relationships that come from God. You don't have to gang up and affiliate yourself with someone just because y'all have a common person that y'all don't like. That is not the move. It's not really going to help you. And spiritually, not only does it bring your vibration down, not only are you opening portals that are not supposed to be open, you are also creating a bigger energy in the ethers that is taking up space, and it bogs down everything in its vicinity. That's bad karma. That's not what we're doing. Alright? But yeah, make sure you are open to new things, new people, different, types of people. I'm not even talking about race. I'm just talking about period, right? People that think different, people that eat different, people that dress different, people that have something that is opposite of you so you can learn. That's what we're supposed to be doing in our relationships, learning and developing and growing, all right? But I hope this one uploads. And I do love y'all. I hope y'all are enjoying y'all weekend. I hope y'all are drinking y'all water, eating your fruits and vegetables, and sipping on your own tea because it is free. All right, I'm out. Love y'all. Peace.